Welcome to Career Pro Tips by Life in the Green Room. At Life in the Green Room, we're all about helping busy professionals who want more from their career. We provide action-oriented, tool-based plans that help you start navigating your career in the direction that you want to go. Career Pro Tips is a weekly video series where we dive into a specific topic and we discuss strategies, tips, and tactics you can take to take action right away for an issue that might be coming up in your work life right now. My name is Heather Green McLinn, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing at a Fortune 500 company. I've used these tools throughout the course of my career, and I've seen my peers, my colleagues, and my team use them. I know they can help you start taking ownership of your career. So today, for episode 18, we're going to dive into how do I get past an impasse at work. This is something that comes up all of the time. If you haven't experienced one, I'm sure it's just right around the corner. But typically when you come to some type of roadblock, people get frustrated and they think someone's just trying to be difficult or they're not looking at the problem from the right angle. And I want to talk about how when you come to the impasse or a roadblock that you can work through it in a productive manner and not just have the person who is the loudest voice or the highest title win the argument in the discussion. So everything around today is going to be talking about how do you find the common or shared goal as a way to start to find the correct solution. Sometimes the solutions that people provide are coming from their specific keyhole or function and they really think they're a good opportunity, but when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture or the common goal, a different solution might emerge. And that's what we want to dive into today. So in order to talk about this, I thought I would share a simple example that's pretty common. I want to talk about an example of a new product process when you're manufacturing the item. So you could be working on a new product launch, and part of that you're going to be identifying components for the manufacturing facility. And a very small component can end up having 4 different valid recommendations that you have to fight through to figure out what is the best solution. You could have a recommendation from supply chain that is the most cost effective. That way they have a lower inventory value on the books. You could have a product from manufacturing that is a common component they use for something else and they want that for complexity reduction and ease of manufacturability. Engineering could have one that they've designed specifically for the product because it helps meet all of the specs and makes the product work smoothly. And you could have something from marketing specified as a material that is more expensive because that's what the customer requirement said. And there could be a lot more. So very quickly you can get to like 4 different solutions for a small component, and you could have a lot of tension over something basic, and you're looking at a bigger launch. So you have to figure out how to productively and efficiently work through that because there'll be other things you need to tackle in order to hit your launch dates. So in this case, if you step back and you think about what is the common goal, you might say something like, well, our common goal is to launch our product on time, have it be manufacturable within the customer expected lead time, and to help us drive sales. Okay, well, that's a lot there. So how do you dig into that deeper and figure out really what is the right solution? Depending on the scenario that you're working in, the solution could be tied around a different slice of that. So if you launch the product on time, but the customer doesn't want it or you can't make it, you've really not hit the goal. So then you have to figure out which is the most important lever for you. Could be that there's a really tight delivery time, and so making sure you can get the product out the door is the most important. Could be the customer has really specific needs. It could be it's a really price sensitive market, so you need the best cost. Once you figure that piece out, the right solution for the component should become more obvious, and it might be one that wasn't proposed in the first 4 we talked about. So this example really can show you how to use this strategy to dig into any issue that you have. What I really want you to think about is when you come up to a roadblock at work or an issue is to not see it as somebody being difficult, but to see it as an opportunity to collaborate and to really find the best solution for the business. I think that sometimes people just get frustrated with this and they don't realize that people are coming at it from a great place and they think it's the best solution from where they're sitting. But when you find the common ground and the common goal, you can find an even better option that will solve the customer needs or add value to the business or drive sales or whatever your goal is. So I'd love to hear from you and understand how you have got around impasses at work or how you have dodged roadblocks and what tips and tools you use. Leave me a comment below. Until next week, here's to owning your career journey.